Hello colleagues, my name is Ricardo Viana. I'm back here for the last video of the series. Is regard this blog because this blog itself is the heart of the DDCR routing deterministic mechanism inside the APIM management via JavaScript. I receive a question regards how to control who is calling the proxy. The solution that I'm providing basically is identifier, a primary key that is identifier in the header of the message. And what I'm suggesting is per proxy, you should have a custom header like this sample XGDCR sales O2C ID. And this is going to be the identifier of the spike arrest in case that you receive a multiple calls at the same time from a vendor that you're going to overload this proxy. Because remember, from the previous video, we reduce 13 iflows or 13 proxies to one proxy. Yes, then here we have the spike arrest controlling based on the header sales O2C ID. Then if in case that this header cross the number, he's going to block. But the interesting point is the spike arrest is not going to block because of the name of the header. He's going to block based on the value of the header. Yes, so let's go to make one test. I'm going to send now the sales O2C ID with the values SAP. Then we are going to see the block. Oh, I have a limit. I receive a limit. So SAP sender, you already sent too much. But then I'm going to change to Viana and I'm going to send. So I'm not blocking Viana. I'm blocking just SAP that he's sending too much. So this is the solution that I'm providing. Yes, so I would suggest you to follow the same approach. And considering that this is one of the last videos of the series of the SDA, Semantic Domain Integration Architect, I would like to show you something, present you something very nice regards when you apply this governance as a domain, as a primary key, you solve one critical problem. Yes, let's see here together. Then you're going to understand easily the situation. So basically, one second. Okay. So this is not just a routing mechanism. The SDA itself is a governance contract expressed as an architecture. So in this first line, we have 13 proxy previously. Now we have one proxy. And this one proxy in DDCR, responsible for API management, we have the proxy, ACME BR, so company, division, sales, O2C, proxy. Then we have the entrance. The entrance, the facade, is the domain intent of that message. So we have domain, subdomain, operation, and source. So what's the intent? Sales, order, create. Then we have the domain scope credential. Financials rotation with financials. Sales rotates with sales. Then also we have the identifier per domain. So you see sales, 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 and sales, O2C. Then we go to the DCR, the KVM name. We have sales O2C, we have the lookup, we have the processing. Then we go to the ODCP on SAP CPI. We have the package sales O2C. Then we have the iFlow O2C. Then we have the credentials that the CPI will call S4HANA with sales O2C. Then we have a shared domain CPI credentials with internally in the company. Also, we have the last layer, EDCP, regards the events. Also, we have the topic, sales, O2C, ID01, order, create, T, and also Q, and also credentials with sales. So do you understand that with SDA, you apply is not a naming convention. If you're looking as a naming convention, you are wrong. You need to see this as a architecture governance where the domain is the primary key over the technology. The technology, APIM management, CPI, and EM. Once you apply, you have what? Reduction of packages, reduction of proxies. You avoid the sprawl, the integration sprawl following this approach. And also, you increase a lot your traceability, your governance. But to apply this, you need to have just discipline and very good governance team to collaborate with each other. Yes, this is the intention of this series. Thank you so much, and I hope that you are going to enjoy. Just the last point I'd like to show you, I was improving the code of the JavaScript that I provide in the GitHub. Now, as you can see, this is the version 12. I was improving the code to get it faster. And let's see the analysis, how much time it's taking to process one message. Regard this, I'm going to change here to SAP 2 to don't block the message. SAP 2. Then we have two messages. If I go to the groove script, oops, let me raise this a bit. Then we have the processing of this DDCR logic of the JavaScript in less than 1 millisecond. I could not put exactly 0.37, 0.87 because the Rhino does not accept nano time function. Let's see this other call. I believe it's the same. 1 millisecond. So this call ran about 1 millisecond and 2 milliseconds. This was the time of processing. So the JavaScript itself as a routing mechanism is not a bottleneck in the integration for API management. So thank you very much, and I hope that you enjoyed the series. See you, bye-bye.